Aha! So, apparently I'm not going to do 3 videos, I'm actually going to do 4 videos because I want to talk about the visuals that I use for the costume and the props and everything on this video, and on the next one I want to basically talk and go into the personality of Hatter, which is what completes and fleshes out the character that I'm going to be essentially at DragonCon. Um, so, the visuals of the costumes. That includes props and little visual things that you wouldn't really notice unless you were up close. Much like what Susan Hilferty does, which is interesting. So starting with props, I normally either pick up props on my own or my awesome friends pick up props, and they essentially give them me for my birthday, saying, "Ooh, this will be great for your character or your costumes," or they just say, "Hey, I can make those. That's gonna be awesome and cool. I can do that." So really, I don't have the cup for this right now because it's actually holding my beads for any last minute beading I want to do for the coat. But my friend Christina crocheted me this lovely little purple handbag and everything, which is great because it holds the saucer I'm going to be holding for Hatter. And yeah, I know it's not, the right color or anything because it's red, but she actually asked her sister. There was a purple one she was choosing between either the red one or the purple one. She asked her sister which one's more evil. Her sister said the purple one was more girly, but the red one was more evil. And plus, I can use this for the Hatter, the Red Queen Hatter, or I can find a paisley one because I was looking at plastic teacups earlier. So either way, it works great. I'm very excited. Um, I just really, because what is a Hatter without a teacup and saucer? Also, what is a Hatter without a teapot? I'm not going to say what I'm using this for, I'm just saying, here it is. It's a teapot. It's family antique, and it's apparently French, and my mom says I can use it. So, you'll have to see until DragonCon what it's going to be used for. It's really cool. Let's just say that. Another one of my friends, Heather, when I was posting pictures of the costumes and everything, she saw the one picture that I had of the execution list, which is a really bad picture. It's from the back, essentially from how the audience sees it, and it's blurry, and it's from like a half second of promo video. Um, but she said, "Hey, I can make that." So I have an execution list, which is awesome. Um, Completely inappropriate for the costume I'm working on, but I'm still going to use it because it is awesome. And I can just essentially freak out any Wonderland characters at DragonCon. So that's going to be good. Um, I am toying with the idea of getting a hip flask that says "Drink me responsibly," because that is sort of that. Well, that was one of the jokes that my friend Naisha mentioned when she called me back after seeing the show. So I'd like to do that, mainly because I think with the personality of what I've seen of the Hatter, she's not above taking a hip flask, and also sort of coinciding with the. Please don't shoot me for this, but the personality of Kate Schindel. It's I've She's worked with a group of guys called the Happy Hour Guys in the past. They have a YouTube channel. Just search Happy Hour Guys. They promote craft beer and all sorts of things. They do really cool things. They have actually liked them on Facebook because they do have a couple of links to really cool recipes that do involve alcohol. So if you're underage, don't be going to those recipes, please. But there is, like I said, she's worked with them in the past, and there's one video, I'm not going to say what it is, but you can basically search Happy Hour Guys and Miss America. Um, But anyway, like I said, from that video and from the personality, I think of Hatter, a hip flask with saying "Drink me responsibly" would work. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that because if I can't fit it into the handbag or the I'm not going to have any pockets on me, so I don't want to be like stuffing in my pants or my bodice. Although people do, bras are essentially the pockets for women in spandex. Let's just say that. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I have a month, and I'm really not worried about that. But moving on to the costume, I basically all the little minute details I've had to work it out myself. I've essentially had, that's the main difference between my Hatter and the Susan Hilferty one. I have no idea what the back looks like other than that it's like silver squigglies, which really, it's frustrating, but both it's freeing and frustrating because I have no idea how far down the skirt they go. I have no idea if they're up the back. I don't think they are because of all the videos I've seen. There's nothing on her back. It's just all on the train on the skirt. So essentially I'm taking the silver trim that I've mentioned in past videos and just free-handed, made it all squiggly and everything because it's Wonderland. It's not supposed to be straight or perfect or whatever. Well, it's not supposed to be straight. It can be curly cute. It can be all different sorts of shape. But also with the Hatter, I'm not making it perfect because I'm thinking as she's sewing with the hand trembling, the loose hands, the problems that Kate always mentions in her interviews, that's going to mean that her stitching isn't quite as perfect and clean and accurate. And plus, you know, with her mental instabilities, it's nice to have gathering points and different things to show her instabilities. That's what I sort of did with the beading. I tried to avoid patterns, except for around the neck area, because possibly with the whole off of their head things or stuff like that, I avoided normal shaped beads. The only pattern I did do was on the cuffs. I used teacups, which have the steam, the steam is actually the only thing that has a pattern to it. Sort of like the T is the stability in her life sort of thing, but that's going into her mental state and everything. But I used color coordinated beads and everything and gems, and I even used something called rainbow fluorite, which has a healing basis in sort of order out of chaos and mental stability, and it's supposed to balance stuff. So if you think something as crazy as a Hatter, maybe she would think, hey, if I put that on my costume, I can stay sane for longer. Might work, might not. But yeah, I'll incorporate the rainbow fluorite into other stuff. So basically that's what I have for the physicalness of the costume, and basically also the little curly cues and everything of the beading on her cuffs and everything is, I guess, something for her hands to do. I'm sort of thinking if her hands stay active, they don't go dead, or they don't twitch, or they don't do things that they aren't supposed to do, because Kate did mention that she doesn't want the queen to see her mental instabilities and everything. So I'm thinking if she keeps her hand busy, I'll keep her head on, basically. So, that I think is pretty much it right now. I know I didn't mention the hat, but when I get my hat, which is being made by my friend Chad, who's an awesome hatter, I'm going to pimp his YouTube channel. It's called chaddirects. It will show his stuff he's worked on in the past, which is mainly Sweeney Todd and a couple of Mad Hatter stuff, because he has done the Johnny Depp character. But when he gets the hat to me, which should be sometime in August, I'm going to be doing a video devoted to the hat and everything, and the processes and everything, because yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But my next video is going to go into the personality and the mannerisms and everything of the Hatter. So that should be something to look forward to, because it'll explain other stuff. Anyway, I'll go do that video right now. So see you in a couple minutes. Bye, guys.